is my guitar.
G'day everyone, Not Sealed here. Today we're going to talk about how to install some Yamaha MT-07 bar end mirrors. A lot of yous have been asking me how I installed these onto my motorcycle. Basically I used a Rhinomoto adapter, which is this in my hand here. It has a 22mm turn down section, or 7/8 of an inch for your bar ends, and it's a 16mm thread which screws into the end of your handlebars. The adapters that come with some cheap Amazon or eBay bar end mirrors that will have an expansion joint that squeezes into the end of your handlebars are rubbish. Do not use them, your bar end mirrors will just fall out as you're riding. Now, to remove your old bar ends, you'll need a 8mm Allen socket wrench. Depending how long they've been on your bike, they might be a little bit rusted in, so use some muscle power. I'll show you a bit of a close-up inside the handlebars. You can see there's a screwed in section where the old bar ends were screwed into. Let me just find this old adapter again. You can see that they're an expansion joint. You know, just don't use them. They don't fit in well. They only clamp down on the threaded screwed section. As mentioned before, don't use them. They're just rubbish. There's a couple of different sizes you can use, but they don't fit well. Please don't use them. They'll just vibrate out. Rubbish. Now, the Rhinomoto bar end adapters, in my opinion, are the best on the market. They've specifically been designed to fit the MT-07. I like to use a little bit of never sees on them. This means, so if you ever have an accident and you need to remove them, they'll come out easy. They won't get rusted into position as the water and rain seeps down. I already have installed the mirrors, but you don't need to. You can do this after the fact. What I do like is that Rhinomoto have used the same Allen key size, which is 8mm, so you can screw in your new bar ends with just the one tool. The mirrors I have on this MT-07 is the CRG clone, and they work really well. All we need to do now is put on the end stop. Uses a 5mm Allen key. I'll leave a link in the description of all the parts and tools that I've used for this modification to my Yamaha MT-07. These CNC diamond shaped mirrors have actually worked really well, better than the stock. Don't forget to pick up some mirror hole plugs. These CNC plugs are a left and right handed thread, a 10mm by 1.25mm, and will screw right in. Or you can 3D print your own. As you can see, the right handed plug actually screws out clockwise. The left handed plug will unscrew anti-clockwise. This is a trap for all young new mechanics when they're working on their bike. Just make sure you undo your old mirrors the correct way, otherwise you're going to do some damage. Now, a neat trick for some of you guys that might have some really cheap mirrors that are vibrating or have a bit of fuzziness in the reflection mirror, just put a really small bead of clear silicone between the glass and the frame. This will hold the mirror in position and won't give you any vibration, and you'll have a really crystal clear image behind you. If you found my content useful, don't forget to like and subscribe, as we have some cool projects coming up in the future.